Israel's turned up the intensity of the ground offensive against Hamas. Here is John Kirby on taking out Hamas.
We don't believe you're going to be able to wipe out the ideology that inspires Hamas through military action. I've said it many, many times.
Is he correct?
Unfortunately, he's absolutely correct. And it's much harder than even it appears. And I've been concerned for quite a while that Israel is pursuing a military objective that cannot achieve its political objective, which is the destruction of Hamas and bringing peace to the Israeli people. Because by having so much casualties among the Palestinian people, I saw this many times in Iraq and Afghanistan, Mike, firsthand, is that when you kill somebody who's actually not the enemy, then you create even more than you kill, because you can understand how the survivors of these families who've been killed is that they're holding Israel responsible, and they're going to have revenge, or they're going to want it for them. So at the end of the day, you just can't even know if you get all the Hamas. There's no wrist, or they don't wear a uniform, so how would you even know? But we do know that the hatred among the Palestinians is going to be higher than it was before.
From FoxNews.com, Hamas says no talk about prisoners or exchange deals until Israel stops Gaza campaign, according to a report. Does that create pressure for another ceasefire to get more hostages out?
I think it does. And certainly the family members in Israel especially are putting a great deal of pressure on. And I think also some of the American families and other countries who have it are putting pressure that says, look, just have a ceasefire, whatever it takes to get those hostages back. And look, I think that's the right answer, too, because, look, Hamas is sealed up. They're not going anywhere. They can't do anything. There's not a lot of improvements they can make. But if Israel gets those hostages back, that is a tremendous thing. And if they don't do that and they get more hostages killed, that's going to be bad for everybody, and it could undercut the support, Western support for Israel.
Realistically, how much time do the Israelis have in terms of public opinion around the globe?
I think it's measured in weeks now, and maybe not days, but I don't think it's months either, because the level of killing is so great. I mean, it just crossed the 20,000 threshold, and you see now people are literally at risk of starving to death. And if you start having lots of those people show up emaciated on top of the casualties that you see from the bombs, I just don't think public opinion can stomach that, and I think they're going to put pressure to bring the war to some kind of a ceasefire so there could be a negotiation to end it. I think that's where we're headed.